Okay, YouTube as a tool. So this is what happens if you just use YouTube for your information, especially if you're searching something that doesn't have to do with fail army or something. So Ukraine, this was my search parameter, Ukraine, F-16, training progress. Okay? Because it's getting close. We're very, very, very close to F-16s showing up in Ukraine. So now, as I go down this list, I'm seeing all of this. I'm seeing two sides. Ukraine can't even use F-16s being delivered today. All this fake bullshit, just misinformation that Russian groups are putting up. And then I see the Ukrainian side, and then I see the independent guy. You can see these groups, but this is the problem with that question. Okay, so here we go. Ukraine F-16 training progress. Ukraine F-16 fighter pilot training to start next month, 11 months ago. U.S. to provide F-16 fighter jets and pilot training to Ukraine 1 year ago. Now you have to remember, my query was Ukraine F-16 training progress. What did it think I was asking for progress for a year from a year ago? Is that how the AI works? That seems impossible to me. U.S. That's a year old. EU begins training Ukrainian pilots a year ago. Right now, I have one from the Sun talking about adapting to the new F-16s, but they don't show any F-16s. They're showing MiGs. 9 months ago, 10 months ago, year ago, 1 month ago. Russia will shoot Putin's ultimatum as Ukrainian pilots. What? Putin's deadly warning as Ukraine set for F-16 dogfight. And it's your typical Times of India, yellow and red splashy fucking fake shit. Yeah, don't go to India. Times of India sucks. So that's a month ago, because you see they're going to pump shit out every single day to try to amass as many clicks as possible. U.S. delaying Ukrainian pilots training 12 days ago from WION. That's misinformation. And it's not just the U.S. that are training these pilots, you fucking dumbasses. Biden endorses plan to train Ukrainian pilots 1 year ago. 3 weeks ago. Okay, these are not the tactics Ukraine's combat experienced pilots are used to. The real truth about Ukrainian F-16 pilot training from somebody called Ward Carroll. 325,000 views. You see, if that's not correct information, that's a bad thing. Because what I'm reading there is basically, it looks neurotic. It looks passive aggressive. You know what I mean? Biden backs F-16 training 1 year, 10 months, 1 year, 10 months, 11 months. See, I'm going to hit another one that's going to be the same kind of propaganda one that's going to be current. 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 month, 1 month. But this one seems fairly positive. Defense Now. And it's in 4K. But they only have 79,000 views. See? Probably not a flavor that people want to hear. Just plain old ordinary news. Just give me the news. They're not going to tell us how many. They're not going to tell us how they're going to initiate the program. They're not going to tell us how many squadrons are going to form, how many pilots are going to hold back, what pilots are going to become trainers. They're not going to tell us any of their plans, okay? But they're very close. So finally, here I am, about 25 results down the line. It's 4 months old from Scripps News. That's the first regular one. The next one is the same kind of tacky fake picture, thumbnail bullshit. Well, F-16 training for Ukraine's pilots. Will it change anything? Wow. And that's One India News. You see, they have 506,000 views. They just want to pump this shit out. And it's just, they probably, they have, who knows how many audiences. And I'm sure that the AI that writes these stories tailors it just for that group, which is why, having information about us is so valuable to these companies that want to steal our privacy. By the way, the Republicans voted down a privacy bill. They didn't vote it down, but they wanted to change it so much that it would actually have hurt our privacy rights. 7 months, year, 6 weeks, 3 weeks ago, first female Ukrainian pilot training with F-16. You see, these are normal stories. Reuters, North Carolina military, things like that, okay? When you get One India News and it's this shitty, you can tell it's like out of a comic book. You know what I mean? It's like the way they dress up their little cars and shit with all the bells and whistles and, you know what I mean? They can't help but do it with their thumbnails too. Learning how to use YouTube as a tool. Yeah, I can see that people get sucked in, yes. You see, I'm looking at one of those thumbnails right now. Right now. Will it change anything? Okay, look at that right there. See the American, look at that. You see how fucking over, and the one right next to it. This is CP24. That's just the standard news. They're going to give you some news. These are, over here are both 350 and 322. Almost the same amount of time, okay? And look at the thumbnails. That's not fucking news. That is bullshit, okay? Stay away from that shit. Don't click on it. Don't click on it. Learn to use YouTube as a tool. Don't let it use you.